Hi everyone, this is Caroline with Logan's Crafty Mama. I'm back! Thank you so much for the sweet comments that I received while my husband was here. That really meant a lot. We had a great time together and did a little bit of shopping and took my son to Monkey Joe's and took him to the emergency room. He fell on the play set and bit a hole through his lip, but he's all better now. But anyway, I'm here to show you how to make a card. This could be for Memorial Day, but I'm not doing it for that. My cousin sent me an email and asked her if I would make a card for her husband. He's coming home in about 60-something days, I think it is. She's doing a countdown. And he'll be coming home from Afghanistan, and I think that's where he's at. And so she asked me to make a card for her. So I told her I would, so I figured I would go ahead and make a video tutorial on it, and if you wanted to, you could kind of pull from it and maybe make a late Memorial Day card, since this will probably be going up Monday, or a 4th of July card, or anything like that. So let's just go ahead and get started, because I'm tired of talking. I'm using the Stand and Salute cartridge. I don't know if it's going to be on tomorrow either. This is Sunday night, and I want to say it may be Sunday and Monday, but I'm not sure. Not Hobby Lobby. Big Lots has these for $25, but if you don't go on one of the days, they normally have it for $30 at mine. And it's a great cartridge if you're into the patriotic type thing. I love it, since my husband was military and my dad and brother and all them are, so I have a lot of military family, so it works out good for me. But I'm using the Welcome Home Soldier on page 66. I used the shadow and the regular cut. I cut them out at 2.5 on both. And let me move this out of the way. And it looks like this when you cut it out of the white, and then I did add the red. I went ahead, and I know you can't see that. I don't think. My camera's not going to pick it up. I ran the red part through my Cuttlebug folder using the Swiss dots. And so that got that, and again, I cut that out at 2.5. And then I cut out the blue, and then the red is just pieced. The blue I cut using the Martha Stewart Cornice punch, Cornice, however you say that. I used that, and then I went back and taped some red behind it. And I ran it before I put the red to it. After I cut it, after I trimmed it, I ran that through my diamond plate Cuttlebug folder. So this is a 4x5.5 card. So I went ahead and did that. But I'm going to attach some ribbon first using some ribbon that I got at Walmart. It was 50 cents. It's just craft ribbon. Don't think there's nothing fancy about it. And it just says USA. Looks like that. So I'm going to go ahead and run. If you watch my videos, you know what I'm fixing to do. I'm just going to run some adhesive down the back. And then I cut it. When I cut it so that it would show like that. If you look really close, I cut it. I'm going to fold it where it shows, kind of shows the US, and on this side it shows the A, if you can see that. Then I'm going to attach some tape to the back, because I'm going to have to put this in the mail. And I don't want to worry about it popping up. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and run some ATG along the back of this, and I'm going to go ahead and attach this to my card, to my base. I recommend using very sturdy adhesive. Some people do not have this issue, but since I do sell my cards, I don't want somebody to get them and they fall apart. And for some reason, my ATG gun does not want to play right. Anyway, I recommend using a very good adhesive if you Cuttlebug your stuff, because for some reason, it just don't like to stick up if you don't. Okay, I'm going to have to get in the view just for a minute, guys. I'm so sorry. There we go. Sorry about that, but for some reason, when I cut it, I trimmed it to where it would trim off the white here. But then I didn't like it because it was just blue and white and I wanted some red to pop. So I made it to where it's off on that side, but it fits perfectly on the other two. So anyway, enough talking. I'm not going to do like I normally do. I'm going to actually run this through my Xyron machine. So this one I got at Walmart. This thing does not like me. Nothing I do likes me today, I'm telling you. Okay, I got that at Walmart really cheap. So check out your Walmart. And this was before it was clearanced out. I'm going to go ahead and take my adhesive remover and just remove this adhesive. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. And then what I did, in case you're wondering when I cut off, I took my adhesive remover and I just went along and just rubbed it and it came up onto my adhesive thingy. There it all is. And then I'm just going to pull it off of the paper. And there it all is. Sticky it up. And then I'm just going to take it and sit it on top of my welcome home. The way I do this, and I'm not saying it's the correct way, is I start from the center. On big projects like this. And I found if you start from like the O and the M and you put it down first and then you go back and then you put it down like the rest of the way, it's not crooked. Because if I start, I learned this from the beginning, and if you know this, just ignore me. If I put like the red down on the white, by the time I get over here, these stars are somewhere up here by the E. It just never works right. So I learned if I do it that way, it works better. And then I'm going to take this and pop it. Doesn't that look so cute? I'm going to pop dot that off. So let me go ahead and attach some pop dots, and I will come back and show you the finished product. Okay, let me zoom in for you guys. And let's see. I went ahead and pop dotted it. I put quite a few on the back. These are my smaller pop dots. So, and then I'm going to lay it right there, and I'm going to look at it just for a minute. Okay, sorry about that, but I don't want to make this over, because that welcome home soldier was a pain in my rear end to have to pull off my Cricut mat. Don't use a sticky Cricut mat or a brand new mat when you're trying to pull these things off. Not cool. And I know that, but alright, so there's the finished card. I hope you enjoyed it.